new chapter, subject physics. So what is the sound? Very important chapter, very interesting chapter in the physics, sound. So what is sound? You will hear the term sound. What will come to your minds? So you will think about the music, whatever you are hearing, their pleasant sound. And you will think about the musical instrument, and you are thinking about you want to communicate something, you want to do. So let's see what is the importance of the sound. Why we want to learn the sound, and what is the importance of the sound in our daily life. So many importance. Without sound is cannot mean the sound. What is the important? First is important is communication. What do you mean by communication? If you want to communicate your feelings, for example, you want to say to your mother, my head here is paining, I was so starving, I am so hungry, I need food. How will you communicate to your mother? While talking time, will talk to your mother, Mom, I am so hungry, I need food. Yes, no, if you are not feeling well, how will you say, I am not keeping well, so me severe headache, or so on, like that. You are talking time, you are communicating your feelings. Your feelings with what will happen? The sound should produce. The sound will say that. Without sound, simply you are showing your tongue or lips movement, you cannot, the other person cannot hear what you are sharing, your feelings, cannot hear. If you talk, the sound will produce. The sound, that is communication. Very, very important. Through the communication we need. Next, music. So many types of music is there, rap song, so many types, sad song, so many. You are hearing music. That's also sound we need. And signaling system. What do you mean by signaling system? You already know, early morning will keep, you want to get up today, your exam is there, or tomorrow exam is there, I want to get up early, and you didn't read it. You will keep alarm. Means you will keep alarm clock, the bell. That bell will ring in the particular time. Yes, no? So you will get up that. So or your class, you are at school, means how will you say this period is over, next period is coming on. That bell will ring, the period over. They will indicate the first period is over, next second period, that signaling the system. Next, locating the object. What do you mean by locating the object? Suppose you are want to cross the railway cross. In your area, any railway cross is there, you want to cross the railway cross, what you will do? If your railway gate was not closed, suppose if a railway gate is not there, just imagine railway gate like that is nothing is there, you want to cross it. Sometimes a train will coming from so far, you hear the sound of the train. So you can locate where the train, how far it is from you, how far it is from you want to cross now or later. After train will move, later you will cross or not. You can identify the far or how the object is there, or you can hear the locating the object. If you are close your eyes and you want to see if your mother is calling, from your voice of your mother you can identify where your mother is standing, or your friends or your neighbors, or you can place at that. So what are the importance of the sound? Communication, very, very important. You want to communicate your feelings to someone else. The sound is very essential. While talking time, sound is not producing, what will happen? So you want to show the hands, fingers, the actions and all. So next, music. Music, we want to hear nice music, so many rap songs, something and all. What you will do? Signaling system. Signaling system means one period over, next period over. You want to get up early, you will keep the alarm clock. The sound will say your get up in time is coming. So next, locating the object. You want to locate, if you cannot, the blind people and all, how they will walk. With the sound here, their ears will be so sharp, they will see sound. They want to cross the road, the vehicles are, sound is not there, they will cross the road, or locating the object. And next, coming to the point, what produces sound? We learn now importance of the sound. So let's, the question will come, what produces the sound? You already learned in the motion lesson, oscillatory motion, the clock, pendulum of the clock. oscillatory motion. So this sound is produced by the vibration of the object. Vibration of the object. See children, oscillatory motion and vibration is not similar. So little slight difference are there. I'll explain you. So sound is produced by the vibration of the object. So rapid, what is the vibration? Rapid to and fro of an object. So I'll say if the pendulum clock, you know the pendulum clock, start from here, it will move from here. It will come to the same position, again it will move. You can see the movement of the oscillation, but the vibration you cannot see. So fast, it is a faster, frequency will be more, here frequency will be very less. The vibration sign, the frequency will be more, you cannot see how the object is vibrating on, for example, violin, strings of the violin. If you are playing the violin or veena, anything, you can see the strings are vibrating so fast, strings of violin. So sound is produced by the vibration of the object. So what do you mean by vibration? Rapid to and fro motion of an object. Rapid to and fro motion of object. What is this to and fro motion? Oscillatory motion. Oscillatory motion means fast oscillatory motion. We'll call it as vibration. Okay children, so how the sound is produced? Sound is produced due to the vibration of an object. So next let's learn how the sound is produced in human beings. Have you wondered if you are talking time, your sound is coming, you can hear from your, so far also you can hear your voice or anything. If you are, for example, telephone, mobile, you are talking through mobile, your telephone, the one person will be in England, one person will be in India, some other states, some other countries, we are talking how it is happening. So your sound, how your sound is producing. Let's see children with the pictorial, with the diagrammatic, I will explaining the vibration of the sound. Later we are going to learn the what need the medium or what the propagation of the sound later. So we are going to learn how the sound produced by humans. You can see in the picture, that's the sound box or larynx. We'll say voice box or the larynx. See, in a human, sound is produced by the voice box or the larynx. What is the larynx? Okay children, see the one of the, you can touch in the, put the finger on the throat, find the hard hump. You can see here hard hump they are showing there. That seems to move up, moves to up and down. If you are talking time, if you are breathing time, till swallowing time, till move up and down. This part of the body is known as voice box. This part is known as voice box. It is at the upper end of the windpipe. What is windpipe children? Trachea. When breathing time, the air passage, we'll call it as windpipe, or another name is trachea. It's between where the voice box we can see, in the voice box we can see at the upper end of the windpipe. Two vocal cords are stretched across the voice box or larynx. This is the vocal cord. You can see here vocal cord here, the opening and closing here. This is the open, that will close one time. The vocal cord, this is the vocal cord, are stretched across the voice box or the larynx. In such a way, it leaves a narrow slit between them of the passage of the air. So when the lungs force air, when we take the breath, when lungs force the air through the slit, the vocal cord vibrates. This vibration of the vocal cord is the sound is producing. How the ear muscles are attached to the vocal cord. Here, if the muscles are attached to the vocal cord, can make the cord tight or loose. When the vocal cord are tight and thin, the type or quality of the voice is different from that when they are loose and thick. The vocal cord. So this is the vibration of the vocal cord. Only the sound is producing, the sound box, the human sound box larynx. So in that the vocal cord of the in men are about 220 millimeter long. So vocal cord of the men. What is the vocal cord of the men of the length? Is 20 millimeter long. In the woman, these are about 15 millimeter. So 5 difference are there in for women. For women is only 15 is there. For the men, the 20 millimeter long. When coming to the children are very short vocal cord, very short vocal cord. What the reason why the voice of the men and women and the children are different? Due to this, the voices are different. So their shortness, you already learned, their muscles are attached in the vocal cord. The muscles attached to vocal cord can make the cord tight or loose. When the vocal cords are tight and thin, the type of the quality of the voice is different. So if each in your class also, if 25 students are there in the class, the 25 students voice are totally different. That not similar, that according to that, the different. From that they are loose and thick. Let's see the vocal cord. This is the function of the vocal cord. So what is the, in human, how sound is produced? By the voice box or the larynx. So we'll call it as larynx. Where it is located? It is at the upper end of the windpipe. What is the windpipe? Windpipe is the air passage. Another name we'll call it as trachea. You already know esophagus, food pipe. Food pipe also is there. Esophagus, that is the passage of food. In between windpipe and food pipe, one more is there, epiglottis. You already learned what is the epiglottis. That block the closing and opening. When we are having the food, it will close. Why? Should not allow, they not allow the food to enter inside the windpipe. If food particles are going enter inside the windpipe, what will happen? It causes the breathing blockage and cause the sudden death also. So I hope you clear the what is the, how the sound is produced in the human. What is the name we'll call it as. Okay children, thank you.